Well, my name is Jerome Shanklin, 65 years old. I am originally from Martin, Tennessee. That's in Wicklow County. Well, I went to prison. I've been to prison for 23 years, 23 calendar years. I shot one of our finest, but for a reason. It wasn't just for no kind of initiation. It was for a reason why. I shot a place. I won in Martin. Well, I was handcuffed and shackled, and he was transferring me from one county to another, and I only made a stop. I don't know. I didn't know exactly what county he was going to, but anyway, when he made a stop, I got yanked out of the back seat, and he did. I mean, he just beat me unmercifully. He stomped me. I guess about 15. I don't know how long it lasted. It just lasted too long, but I wouldn't. But the only way I could defend myself was to talk bad to him, just to say bad. Why I couldn't defend myself because I was handcuffed like this, around the waist, and shackled. I couldn't defend myself. So I called him punk, weak mother. At least take the cuffs off, please. Can you take the cuffs off, please? He smacked me and hit me. And I said, take the cuffs off. Take all you little punk. I take the cuffs off. At least he'll do that, beat. But he just kicked me out. I mean, he just. Oh man. $23 years. Yeah, he didn't. Well, luckily he lived. I waited in jail about 6-7 months because they was waiting to see if he would make it, because that's what I done to him. And somebody did, and I went to trial. It was in Gibson County, a little town called Trenton, Tennessee. After I went to trial there, and I got in 2006. I went in 78, got out in 2006. When it released me, I wasn't prepared for none of this out here. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what. They didn't give me a class to say, well, now this is what's going on. This is how you apply for a job. This is how people are doing. This is what. None of that. They didn't nothing. Nothing. I didn't know what was going on. I was inside another world for 23 years, an entirely different world. The walls right there on Centennial, TSP, Tennessee, it's closed now. Fort Pillar and Brushy Mountain. I was released from Fort Pillar. That's where I got released from. But man, I didn't know. It was one Sunday morning. I'll never forget. It got Sunday morning. He opened the walk. He said, the walk sales. He said, Shanklin. I said, yeah. He said, get back your stuff. You going home. I said, what? He said, you gonna go home, pack your stuff. I didn't know what to do out here, man. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what a cell phone was. I didn't know how to do. I wasn't prepared for this. While I was in prison, I went to college and took up culinary arts, got a degree in that. So I became executive chef. I'm executive chef. But when I got out, I had a little, and like I said, I wasn't ready for this. So I didn't know what I'm used to being in prison, surviving on my own, being aggressive, being rough, being respectful. I even had a job, but I got a job at the college and working in the kitchen. Worked there for about 4 days. The kitchen manager come to me and said, Jerome said, the head man wants to talk to you in his office, wants to see us in his office. I said, I thought it was a good thing. But So when we went in his office, that guy, he said, he said, I'm going to tell you straight, Shanklin. I'm going to tell you that right now. He said, the guy that's over me, that owns Sedeco was the company that cooked for the colleges. He said, the guy that's over me, he told me, exactly what he said. He said, I don't let you go. He said, he gonna let me go. He said, you won't have a job. Telling me that. He said, I got a family. I got to feed my family. So I'm sorry, you ain't dealing about it. I don't know what's going on, but you can't. I got to let you go. Well, I told my pastor about it. He said, well, we need to sit in the apartment and see what's going on. We need to talk to him and see what's what. He want to talk to the head man out there at Sedeco. So whatever my pastor did, he got the appointment. So we went out there to me and my pastor. And so when we went in, the first thing that my pastor said inside, said, we want to know what's going on. We want to know what's going on. What's the reason for it being dismissed? He told him the same thing he told me about his boss, saying that if he don't let me go, he's gonna fire him. But he said he got a family to feed. And I said, who's your boss? I said, who's you? I said, who's your boss? You know. I said, can you call him? Where you get in touch with him now and put him on speakerphone? Because I need to find out what's going on. I know Key well. Because I went to school with him. Well, but he got him on the phone. After a while, you know, because I guess he's busy. So the guy's name was Paul. The guy that was over us, his name was Paul. And he said, told us Keith, said, this is Paul. I got Jerome and this pastor here, and they want to ask you something. I said, Keith. I said, hey, how you doing? Wait, Baba. I said, what's with you telling? Why you letting me go? The minute you over this, why? I said, what's going on? What happened? I said, I ain't seen you in years, Keith. In years, I ain't seen you in years, man. You know? You know what he said? You know what he told me? He said, well, I remember one time I smoked weed. You sold me some fake weed, sold me some sage and told me it was weed. And he said that girl named Serena something. He was, you know, had a crush and me and her, you know. I said, okay, what's that guy doing that? He said, well, I haven't forgotten that, and I've been bitter. I have been bitter toward you. I've been bitter toward you since that happened. I said, so you telling me this why? He said, well, that's because I know that you haven't changed. You probably changed wrong, blah, and all that, you know. I said, well, I don't know what to say to that. I don't know how to respond to that. Because that was in high school. I don't know what to say. What you want me to say? I don't know what to say. And I don't know how to even respond to something like that, man. You mean tell me you're a grown man, that's still on your mind? I said, if I pay you back, would it make any difference? In high school, I guess, of course, he got my name through because I was working for him, and my name came across as this one day, I guess, you know. And then, you know, well, of course, back in high school, I wasn't no kind. I was a slickster. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't the best guy. Of course, in high school, I did some things in high school. Yes, I did. I'm not gonna say I didn't, but yes, I did do something. I did. You know, I con people. I wasn't even in real estate. I didn't have a real estate license. But I got into real estate. Didn't have a license one and sold 2 houses. Sold 2 houses. I wasn't even real estate. Didn't have a license. Nothing. My license. Just in high school. Like I said, I done some awful things. I know I have. Something I don't remember I done. But anyway, that's anyway when I got out, y'all went back home, and you know my pastor was taking me. We was going to the Chinese restaurant because he know I love to eat Chinese buffet. And while we sitting there talking, he said, Jerome, you need to leave Martin. He said one or two things are going to happen to you. He said, Dad, these police either going to kill you or send you back to prison the rest of your life. You're not gonna make it here, Mom, because they know your past, they know what you did. You know, he said, you don't really be, because it's too small. Martin is small. They know everything you do. And he said, probably for a chance to get, they killed that up. They killed a guy named William Pope. They killed him. Nobody know who did it, but we know who did it. And he said, that's what's gonna happen to you one night. One night you might be just. He said, they gonna get you. He said, they after you. You know. He said, so you need to get out of Martin. You really do. My pastor told me that. And he's a man of God. He said, you need to leave Martin. You really need to leave Martin, because you're not gonna make it there. And I understood it, because it wasn't, nothing was 23 years, everything just poof. You know, so he was familiar with a pastor here in this town. So I came here. And I had a job. I had 2 jobs, matter of fact. The pastor hooked me up with 2 jobs. Demo's Spaghetti and Steakhouse, that was on 3rd and Broadway, and Piccadilly's, that was on Murfreesboro Road. Both of them closed. And I was I was the head cook. I was the head cook at Piccadilly. I was the head man there, and I was just an assistant at Demo's Spaghetti and Steakhouse, because they already had a chef. You know, Demo's Spaghetti and Steakhouse has been established for a long time, so they already had a chef that So I was just under him. I couldn't. Hey, I'm fine with that. Hey, just let me work. I'm working and had no problem with nobody. And Mike, this guy named Mike, that was the manager at Piccadilly, I guess about a month or so, he came to me. He said, "Dad," he said, "You know what you're doing, don't you?" I said, "Well, my mother taught me most of this, and I went to culinary school. So I don't know. Maybe you want me to do something different." I said, "No." He said, "No, you fine." And he said, "No, you doing? I'm impressed." And he was really impressed. Man, I never got so many compliments in my entire life, man. People want to know who cooked this, who's the cook. I want to see the cook. A lot of people would like that to pick. Wanted to meet me. And so they met me, and I'm nice people, and there was 3 people came in Piccadilly's, and they were asked someone, says, "Jerome here, is he working today?" They knew me by name. They said, "No, he's off today." They would turn around and go back out the door. They wouldn't even sit down. When we be back to work, because they just. I don't know. That's my mama talking about the cooking. I put love. I love what I did. I loved it. I love what I did. I loved it. Had the opportunity. I met. And at the time, he wasn't president, but I met Barack Obama and Michelle. I met them one time. And this wasn't at Piccadilly. It was at another restaurant. But I did meet them. But he wasn't. I think he was the senator of Chicago. Some at the time. I think that's what he was. But anyway. I didn't know who order it was, but he came back and told me what I cooked. He wanted I cooked for him salmon, broccoli, and asparagus. Some asparagus, that's what it was. And I cooked for her Brussels sprouts, crab cakes, and them russet potatoes, a little bit of potato. I never with some cream sauce on, because I know what I'm doing. I'm a bad boy, on that stove. You can't touch me on that stove. But anyway, that's when I grilled his salmon. I grilled the salmon with lemon pepper, butter. Lemon pepper, butter, man. Mix a little, just a little honey in that butter, just a little bit. And then melted butter, and rub, kept rubbing it. Man, he come back there and he said, "Well, I was working, and Elizabeth, she told me, she said, Jerome, And kept saying, I said, She said, somebody with you. She said, hey, she said, slow down, slow down. I said, what's going on? She said, somebody want to meet you. I said, who? So I turned around at the door, and at the door stood a black couple. I ain't knew who it was. I ain't never seen him before. But man, that man stuck out his hand. He said, sir, are you responsible for that salmon? And I said, yeah, I believe so. He said, well, my name is Barack Obama, and that is the best damn salmon I've put in my mouth in my entire life. He said, I thank you for that. And there was something in his hand, and he said that, well, my wife, Michelle, I think she wants some of the crab cakes to take home, you know. I did, well, but anyway, he gave me a $50 tip. Yes, that's how I ended up homeless. Because I was taking them, you know, we get what, a pig, a hog, you know, wash it, prep it, you know, and everything, and put it in a slow cooker overnight. You know, put it down in the bottom stove, let it cook real slow overnight. So when I came in the next morning, they came in the next day, brother, and I went to get it, because when I went to get it, and I raised up to go, I failed. I just like this, I don't want you to show this on camera, but anyway, you see all this here? I can't stand up no more, man. I can stand up, but I can't stand on my feet no 8 hours. Nerve damage, neuropathy, ligament damage. You
got diabetes?
No, it just stopped. You don't know how many hours I worked, man, while I was a chef. I worked too many hours. And there was time I worked like 15, 14, 16 hours, 3 or 4 months in a row, without a day off. Well, it wasn't hard because I loved what I was doing, but it just got to my, you know, and Dr. John Sullivan, who my primary care physician at the time, and National General, Mahari, when he looked at me in the eye, he said, now Jerome, he said, most jobs people work require them to be on their feet anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day on their feet. He said, I got to be on mine. And he said, but in your case, he said, you probably won't last 30 minutes. I said, what is it, Don? He said, oh, he saw it. We got to do something. He said, that day we're going to wrap your feet and all that. He said, it's gone. You just damn it. It's not. I said, am I broke or something broke? He said, no, it's just that your nerves and all that is just, you know, it just, because when you work out, I hit my ankle up against something, you know, just hit my feet, just rush, you know. Yeah. He said, you can't, he said, you done working? I said, what? He said, you can't do it no more. I said, what you talking about? He said, I'm taking you out of work for and put in for disability. I said, he said, if you don't do like I tell you, probably the left one I'm gonna take first. The left one, because I'm trying to save it. I cried like a bitch, you know, like a woman, because I can't cook no more. Because I love doing that. I cried. So that, oh man. And like I said, when I lost that, you know, of course, then I talked to a lawyer, give my disability, and waiting for that, you know, I lost my little place and lost my little truck, and, you know, so, you know, I'm out here. And since 2020, no, since 2019. Because it's really affecting my health. Yeah. Real bad. I mean, it's messing me up really. My health is deteriorating. I need to lay on the bed. I need to take baths because I got the skin condition, and I can take baths to put certain stuff in my bath water. If I get something today, I need something like real quick. Because if I don't, I'm not gonna be no good another year or two. I need something fast. lichen planus. It's called lichen planus. It's autoimmune deficiency, skin disorder. It's not disease. You can't catch it. It's not catchable. It's a skin disorder. It's autoimmune thing. That's what the dermatologist told me. She said might go away on its own. Then I don't know. I might say, but she said one thing about it, it's gonna bug you to fucking death, because you're gonna itch, it's gonna bug you to death. It's every time I stayed up for weeks, I couldn't go to sleep because of this here. You know, and they took biopsies of my skin and all that, and that, like I say, it just, well, she gave me this triamcinolone 1% steroid ointment. That's what I use. That and I take some kind of prednisone pill. It helps, but what it is that I had to sit in the tubs. I had sat, and wherever, like this church, the church next door, get off your showers. They don't have tubs out here. See, my dermatologist want me to sit in a tub with what she want me to put alcohol in it, bleach, stuff in it, and some more. And why she want me to just sit in a tub. Just let this stuff soak, just like get all over there and sit in the tub. That's what she want me to do. And she said, as soon as you get out, don't even dry off. Just put that ointment on so it get in your pores. She said, put it all over. That's what she want me to do. That's how she want me to take care of it. But I take showers. I ain't no funky guy. But they don't. I just don't. And I use my ointment. But what it is, I'm not using that medicine I need to get in to work. I can't use it because I don't have no tub. I'm barred from the mission for life. I can never go back to the mission. I'll tell you what it is. I don't mind. I don't mind telling you. Jeff, a guy named Jeff Lucas. Back when this happened, he was a head man over security. That little security team they got there. He was the head guy. Jeff Lucas was. He was over security. So one day I was coming in from the little picnic every day. They got the picnic tables out there. You can go in and out, back to the TV room, go back to the bathroom, and go back out to the picnic area. So I was coming in, and Jeff was going out that way with some guy. I don't know. I guess he knew. I don't know. And as he passed me, I heard him say, he said, just like that lazy nigga right there. I kept walking. I said, Jeff. Wait, hold. Jeff. I said, what did you just say? I said, did you just call me a lazy nigga? I said, did you just say that? And he said, what if I did? And that's what you are. I wanted to whoop him. I wanted to beat him up so bad. But I got dead in his face. I said, let me tell you something, Joe. I'm not going to tell you this again. I said, I'm a man, just like you're a man. I might be homeless, might be dependent on this mission, whatever. I said, but look, I'm a grown man just like you are. And let me tell you something. If you ever, in any kind of way, ever disrespect me again, I don't care what. I said, you probably, your days of work gonna be over with him. And you know why I said that? He called security, put me out. I can't been back since. Can't go back. Got him on the board, big old picture of me. For life. I can't go in for nothing. Can't go back for nothing. I can't never go back. If I go back, if I get caught on that property, they call the police immediately. Then more police come pick me, arrest me for trespassing. I can't never go back there. And I had some jobs I've enjoyed, and just for some reason they just, I don't act crazy. I try not to. Now if somebody cross me, disrespect me. If you disrespect me and cross me, now I'm gonna be a damn fool about it. You gonna know that you did wrong. Because that's the only way that in prison somewhere that's where you get that you don't let nobody, you don't get nobody inch, you don't let them get away with nothing. Don't let them get away with anything. Because if you do, then it is a cycle. They feed over there. Mondays, they feed at them double O's right there. They right there on Monday, they feed you. You know, in the morning they have coffee and donuts, but at 12 o'clock they give you a little lunch. You know, right there, that little church there. And then they got this tent church. It's a tent church down the way, white tent. On Sundays they feed, and on Wednesday night they feed. At the church down there, but if I miss it, I don't know. And then, of course, you know, I get it, I panhandle and beg for a little, you know, and somebody buy me, I go out a little, somebody buy me something to eat, you know. I always tell them all the time, I want no money. Now, if you don't give it to me, if you give it to me, I take it, but I want something to eat. That's why I'm hungry. If you buy me some food, I appreciate it. I ain't trying to get no money. Sometimes they give me money, sometimes they buy food, sometimes they give me both of them, you know, because I'm honest. I'll be honest with them. You know, and they said, what, but I don't know what you're going to do with that money. I said, well, look, let me tell you something. I'm 65 years old. I'll look in your eye and tell you the truth. Because I probably don't owe you nothing, probably never see you again in my life. But if I had some bad intention to do with this money, I would tell you that to your face. That I'm going to get high, I'm going to get drunk, I'm going to get a woman. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If, you know, if I thought it was you, but I'll let you know what I'm going to do. But what I'm going to do with this money here, I'm going to put this money in my pocket, go wash my clothes, save me some money to eat tomorrow. Buy me a pack of cigarettes. I tell them, this is where your money going. You know, but if I was doing something else with it, believe me, so I ain't got no reason to lie to you about nothing. I don't have to lie to you about anything. Nothing. I'm 65. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm a loner. I don't mess with nobody. I don't hang around nobody. I don't mess with nobody. Nobody messes with me. You know, cause they know I'm stupid. You know I'm crazy. You know, but they know if you mess, you mess that guy there, you can probably have to kill him. They know that you're gonna have to kill him, cause he ain't playing. I'm not. They know they're gonna kill him. They know that. If they bother me any kind of way, they're gonna have to kill him, cause I'm killing them. That's just my. And I need to get out of that mode of thinking. I really need to stop thinking like that, because if I just fight you, I'm too old to be walking looking behind my back. I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old to fight. But if you mess with me, for no reason at all, you gone, cause I ain't got to worry about you no more. You just gone. I ain't got to worry about it. You know, and I do what I have to do. But I'm not. And like wherever I go, they know that. They know what kind of person I am. But I don't bother nobody. I don't mess with nobody. I don't get nobody business. I don't ask nobody nothing. I don't get no. You know. And somebody come at me, man, I don't know. Leave me alone. I'm sitting there chilling. Just leave me alone. I don't bother nobody, you know. I got one or two friends, I talk to them, and every now and then, they give me something to eat. But that's it, man. I'm a loner. You ask anybody, when you see that guy, who he with? By himself. I'm by myself all the time. You know what I'm saying? All the time I'm with me. You know. And that's what I learned. I just learned that that's the best way for me to be. If you fuck with me, if I fuck with you, one thing I want for you is you be real with me. Cause I'm definitely gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna pull no punches. I'm gonna be real with you. If I find out you being some more fake shit, some stupid shit, and we don't, you know, you in trouble. Cause I don't like no fake motherfuckers. I don't like no lying. I don't like that shit, man. You ask me something, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now again, and one thing about it, I will give you my very, very last. If I'm fucking with you, I will give you anything I got. But if I find out you ain't on the same page I am, you fuck. That's why, because you don't find people like you can't find people like that. Right. You can't. That is your word. You can't find people like, because that's in the penitentiary. I learned that. My dad, my pastor, and an old convict named Doc Walker. See, anytime you tell a man something, look him dead in his look him in the eye. If you say yeah, keep your word. Say yeah. Do what you say. If you say no, if you say no, hey, no. Don't do no in between shit. Don't say don't do that. You let it be yes, I know. People respect you.
That's very
people you give them a lot more respect that way. Well, I just know, just trust in God. You know, I mean, just trust Him, God. You know, and just get, you know, try to get, you know, just God will see you through. just watch. Just try to be careful with people. Be careful with yourself. Take advantage of the resources that you have, and just it'll end soon. I mean, cause this ain't no life for nobody. I wouldn't care nobody. If you got a place to stay, I don't care how bad. Stay where you at. Stay. Don't cause these concrete and blacktop is hard on a man. So I'm saying just try not to get in this situation. If you are in this situation, and just enjoy the day that God wakes you up every morning. Just be thankful because you got that day for something.